Hello guys, welcome to IDE Circuit Python on Circuit Playground Express lesson series. In today's lesson, we are going to talk about how to write Python code on your Circuit Playground Express. To do that, you'll need an IDE. IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment. It's an app that lets you create, edit, and run your code all in the same app. As you know, Circuit Playground is not a computer. You cannot connect a monitor and a keyboard and write code directly on that device. But as you have learned from the last lesson, when you connect your Circuit Playground Express to your computer, it shows up as a USB drive called Circuit PY. That means you need an app on your computer that can write to this USB drive. There are many software you can download from the web and install on your computer that work with Circuit Playground Express. Thorny and Mu are my favorite because they work with Circuit Playground without any special configuration, whereas software like PyCharm may require some manual configuration to make it work. In this lesson series, I'm going to use a Web IDE that I can access on the internet using my Chrome browser. I prefer a Web IDE because I work with students who are either using Chromebooks or are using school computers that are heavily locked down. That means students cannot download and install an app on their school computer. If you are in that situation, a Web IDE is the only option. A Web IDE that I'm going to be using is called Circuit Python Editor, and it is on the Circuit Python's website. A web browser that you have to use has to be either Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge. Other browsers like Apple Safari may not work. Okay, let's check it out. First, connect your Circuit Playground to your computer. Open up your Chrome or Edge browser and type code.circuitpython.org. So this is your CircuitPython Web IDE. The first thing that you gotta do is connect your IDE to your Circuit Playground Express. Let's click on the USB button since your CircuitPython is connected to your computer through the USB cable. Click on Connect to Drive. And then from the list of options, click on Circuit Playground Express port. Click on Connect. Okay, so the Web IDE is not connected to your Circuit Playground Express. The second thing that you gotta do is select the new folder where your code is gonna be. So that's gonna be your USB drive. Click on Select New Folder. Here, select your USB drive and click on Select. Okay, and then you have to allow the website to have access to that USB drive. So click on Allow. Okay, finally, click on Use Circuit PY. Okay, that's it. All right, now let's work on our first code. Click on Open Folder and click on code.py and just click on Open. Depending on the version of CircuitPython, you may have slightly different code than what is shown on the screen, and that's fine. So whatever you see on the screen, just highlight it and delete. So we're just going to start over. Okay, the first code we're going to write is called Hello World. It simply displays the message Hello World on your console. or on this IDE, it's going to be a serial port. Okay, so let's type in print. You could either enter single quote or double quote. It doesn't really matter. You just have to be consistent. So I'm going to be using a single quote, and let's type in our first message. Hello world. When you click on save and run, it opens up a serial window. This is your console or terminal screen where you're going to see all your output, and you'll notice that hello world is actually written here. Now let's change our message to Hola Mundo. That's hello world in Spanish. Okay, let's save it. Okay, so you'll notice that I only saved it, but it ran. So what happened is that every time your code is changed, your Circuit Playground Express automatically reboot and run that code and display whatever it's supposed to display on the console. All right, this is all for today. Before you unplug your Circuit Playground Express, it is recommended that you click on disconnect. All right, thanks for joining and see you next time.